Yes, we welcome you back to our new channel, Natural Sciences Grade 8 and 9. That's the name of the channel. And today we are looking at this question. It says that the solar system includes the sun and all the objects that orbit. Orbit implies rotating around the sun. So what we call solar system is centrally the sun, and then objects around it are rotating around the sun. And the question says, name any two importance of sun to the living organisms on Earth. The sun has two major importances to living organisms. The first one is provides light. And people believe that this is the major one, without which there would be no life on Earth. Because light, before we consider it for vision, it supports one of the major processes called photosynthesis, the process by which green plants manufacture food, the food which supports all life forms on Earth. So provides light, or we can say for photosynthesis, majorly for that. Okay, next one, sun provides heat. Yes, this is also very important, that without sun, the environment would be so cold to bear for any living organisms to be supported. So this one has to be moderated, because if you are very close to the sun, the heat is too much that life cannot be supported. And if you are very far from the sun, the heat is so low that the environment is too cold to support life. So this one has to be balanced. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that in the solar system, the Earth and the other planets orbit around the sun. Okay. Yeah, then the question says, name the force which holds the Earth and the other planets in position around the sun. Yes, what force is holding them in there? We would expect them to spiral over and move away, but they are sticking around the sun in that particular path, rotating. What force is holding these planets in position? The answer is force of gravity. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that in the solar system, the sun is the major source of heat and light. Okay. Then the question says, name the two major elements present in the sun and state the respective percentage of each. Okay. So what are the two major elements we find in the sun? Majorly, the sun is made up of hydrogen. Hydrogen is the major element, and it takes up 71% of the entire sun. Then the second element is helium, and it takes up 27%. Both these ones are gaseous. also typically of congregated molecules of gases. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that the temperature of the sun's core is very high, about 15 million degrees, while on the surface of the sun or on the sun's surface, the temperature is about 5,500 degrees. It is estimated that the energy produced from the sun's core reaches the sun's surface after 17,000 to 100,000 years later. Yeah, that is what is believed. That the core of the sun is about 15 million degrees Celsius. And when the energy is produced from the core, it reaches the surface of the sun after this period of time, 17,000 years. The implication is that the energy we receive now from the sun must have been produced about 17,000 to 100,000 years later. That's the implication. So it was produced long time. But that's not the question. The question is here. It says, name the process by which energy is produced from the sun. How does sun produce energy? The process is called nuclear fusion. Yeah, that is that. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that briefly explain the process named in one above. Yeah, the question wants us to explain nuclear fusion. And what is it? Actually, fusion is the uniting or union, as the word sounds. So during this process, hydrogen combines to form helium. We have to remember that the atomic mass for hydrogen is 1, and the atomic mass for helium is approximately 4. So what happens during nuclear fusion? 4 hydrogen atoms combine to form 1 new helium atom. But during that process, what happens? Some energy is lost. When you combine them, the 4 masses of hydrogen, they are not equivalent to 1. There's some energy which is lost, and that energy is what we receive as heat. So that's briefly what happens. 4 hydrogen atoms unite, combine to form 1 helium atom. The process is accompanied by loss of heat. Yeah, and that is that. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. The channel is Natural Sciences Grade 8 and 9. That's the name of the channel. I will urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Yes, we believe we are simply the best. See you next time. Bye-bye.